Hello friends, this is Vanilla Data Tables CRUD application tutorial series, and under this part, you can learn how to delete or remove data from MySQL table by using JavaScript Fetch API with PHP script. In the previous part, we have already learned how to update or edit MySQL table data with Vanilla Data Tables. Now for deleting data operation, first we need to make delete button in each row of data. So for this, we have go to function.php file. And here we have gone to fetch top 5 data function, and here we have written button type is equal to button, class is equal to button danger, and on click is equal to delete data JavaScript function. Under this function, we have written $row customer id variable, and in button text, we have written delete. So when user click on this button, then it will call JavaScript delete data function, which will send AJAX request to the PHP script for deleting data operation. Now we have to copy this code, and open fetch.php file. And here we have pasted this code, so it will make delete button in each row of data. Now we have checked the output in the browser. Friends, here, we can see that, when the page has been loaded in a browser, then we can see, customer table data has been loaded in Vanilla Data Tables, and in each row of data, we can see delete button. Now we want to create delete data function. So we have go to index.php file, and here we have made delete data function, with it as argument. Under this function, we have written if statement, and under condition, we have written confirm method, and under this, we have written message like, are you sure you want to remove it? So when user click on the delete button, then a dialog box will be popping up on a web page, this message, and OK and cancel button. If user click on OK button, then it will execute if a block of code. Under block, we have written form data variable is equal to new form data object. This form data object we will use for send data to the server. Below this, we have written form data variable dot append method with 2 arguments. In first key argument, we have written id, and in value argument, we have written id variable. The same way we want to send an action variable has been sent with AJAX request. So for this, we have written form data variable dot append method with 2 arguments, and in the first argument, we have write action variable name, and in the second argument, we have written delete. Now we have write fetch API method with 2 arguments, and in the first argument, we have written action.php, so it will send AJAX request to this file. And in the second argument, we have written option, and in the first option, we have written method, and here we have used post method for sending data to the server. In the second option, we have written body, and here we have written form data variable, so this option will send data to the server. Next we have written, then callback function. This function will just receive HTTP response from server. Now to get a response in JSON, so here we have written return statement in response.json method. After this, we have again written, then callback function. This function will receive data in JSON format. Under this function, first we want to display success message on a web page, so here we have write span tag it success message, dot inner HTML is equal to response data dot success varies, so it will display a success message on the web page. after deleting data, we want to display remaining data in vanilla data tables. So for this, here we have write table variable dot update method, so it will load remaining data in vanilla data tables. So here our JavaScript code is ready. Now we have gone into action.php file, and here we have written if statement, and under condition, we have written $post action variable value is equal to delete. If this condition true, then it will execute if a block of code, and under this block, we have written $query variable is equal to delete from customer table, where customer id is equal to $post id variable value. This query will delete data from the customer table. Now we want to execute this query. So here we have write if statement, and under condition, we have written $connect variable with query method, and under this, we have written $query variable. If query successfully runs, then it will execute if a block of code. Under this block, we have written $output success variable is equal to message like data deleted, so this message will be displayed after successfully delete data from database. Now we want to send a response to AJAX request, so for this, here we have write echo statement with JSON encode method, and under this, we have written $output variable, so it will send a response to AJAX request in JSON format. So here our code is ready. Now we have checked the output in the browser. Friends, first we have refreshed this page. Here we can see delete button in each row of data in vanilla data tables. Now we want to check delete data operation, so we have click on delete button, and after click on delete button, here on web page, we can see pop-up dialog box has been appearing, with OK and cancel button. First we have clicked on the cancel button, so here we can see, no any action has been performed. Now we have again clicked on the delete button, and now we have clicked on the OK button. So after click on OK button, so here, we can see success message on a web page. That means the data has been deleted, and in vanilla data tables, we can remain data. So here it will ask confirmation before deleting of any data. So in this tutorial, we have seen, in this vanilla data table CRUD application, how to delete data using JavaScript Fetch API, with PHP script, and here a single page vanilla data tables CRUD application has been ready. And in vanilla data tables CRUD application, we have used JavaScript table library, for load data in tabular format on a web page, and here, we have also, used Bootstrap models for insert or update MySQL data. And in this application user can perform all operations in a single page. So here vanilla data tables CRUD application tutorial has been completed. So if you have any query or inputs regarding this tutorial, you can ask your query in the comment box.